Bruce Willis is a cop with a conscience in 16 Blocks. I'm Roger Ebert.
He's also a cop on the edge, right? Our first movie is 16 Blocks, and just like Harrison Ford in Firewall, Bruce Willis must feel like he's in the Groundhog Day of action movies. We've seen this film before. It's Die Hard 3 meets Hostage, with Willis once again playing the broken-down rogue cop who rediscovers his inner superhero when thrust into a deadly game of cat and mouse. Willis plays Jack Mosley, an alcoholic cop given the seemingly simple assignment of transporting a nobody prisoner to his court date.
So we came in and saved the day. He died. You lived.
That's David Morse, who's always fine. He's playing Frank Nugent, and most deaf as small-time crook Eddie Bunker. Now, we're supposed to believe Eddie's testimony can bring down a half-dozen decorated cops, though he hardly seems like a credible witness.
Ever since I've been with you, people been trying to shoot me. People you know.
I think somebody should have told Most Deaf that that little cartoon voice he's employing was a terrible choice. Jack also makes a lot of bad decisions, like pretending to hijack a bus, which really isn't that much different from actually hijacking a bus. 16 Blocks is directed by 75-year-old Richard Donner. His resume dates back to old TV shows like The Fugitive, the 1978 film version of Superman, and all the Lethal Weapon movies, all of them. He knows how to do this stuff. So does Willis. He's the best in the business at playing hungover, pissed off, and world-weary. But 16 Blocks is riddled with ridiculous touches, cheap tricks of the plot, and worn-out twists, like the guy who seems to be reaching for a gun when we know it's not a gun, and the old hidden tape recorder trick as well. I thought this film was one long, corny, cliché thumbs down.
I'm going to give it a thumbs up.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How about that?
I felt it worked. I felt that it was interesting, and that Bruce Willis, who has done movies like this before, has a very good performance here as a guy who was tired but who finds out that inside there is something that still works, who does not want to see this obnoxious guy, and I agree with you that he's obnoxious, get killed because it's just wrong. And so he gets stubborn, and that leads to a group of things that do sort of work.
But it's like some sort of survival challenge on Survivor, immunity challenge where they keep putting these, these arbitrary obstacles to get them.
That's what these movies are about.
All he has to do is like, why don't you just call the media and say, hey, I've got this guy. I mean, there's so many times when a movie like this, Roger, it just goes so far off the tracks.
You just can't bring common sense to a plot like this.
Have a little bit of common sense.
It's not about common sense.
But they're playing it straight. They are playing it. Like, you're supposed to really believe that this guy can't get this guy. And by the way, the whole thing with the DA and everything, I mean, this guy is the guy, his testimony is
Possibly, if he has some testimony. We haven't heard his testimony.
Because he overheard a conversation.
I didn't know why
he overheard a conversation.
Why they're holding him off until the last 2 hours of the grand jury.
And
that part I
don't know. That's one of the many, 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 many problems.
Okay.